Hi, Jamie. Hello. Hi, guys. Hello. Thanks for the hearts. Alright, I'm going to do a quick introduction. My name is Jillian McAvoy. I'm a certified nutritional therapy consultant. You can find me at jillmacnutrition.com, and I would love if you would follow me on Instagram at jillmacnutrition. If you're watching this on the replay and you want to ask me a question, you can tweet me at jillmacntc or come ask me over on Instagram. Today I'm going to be talking about changing your mindset to achieve success in your health and fitness goals. No, it's not lighter, I don't think, but it changes a lot. People ask me that all the time. I'm like, no, I don't know. It just looks different sometimes. Um, but yeah, I kind of did a similar scope to this on like how to stick to a healthy eating plan, and this one's going to be more about mindset and how to not feel deprived when you're kind of following a plan. I'm sorry, I'm kind of hot. I need to take this off. So one tip that has always seemed to work really well for me is saying, like, if there's a certain food that I'm really trying to avoid because it doesn't make me feel good or whatever reason is, I like to think of it in my head as, okay, well, that's not even a food. Like, that's not even going to be on my radar as something to eat. And I'll even go as far as to say, okay, that's poison, which people can say that's extreme, but it's just a way in my head to feel like you're not deprived, and like that's just something that I can't have, so it's totally off the table. So for example, if you have celiac or something and you can't have gluten, you can say to yourself, like, okay, well, gluten's not a food. Like, that's just not one of my options, and I'm not going to eat it. And you can go as far as to say that's poison and I'm not going to eat it. That's been quite helpful for me. Even like there's certain things that I really do like believe that about like McDonald's and stuff like that. Like I'll have it in my head like that is not food. I'm not eating that. And that really is a huge help for me to not feel like I'm missing out, especially like if I go out with a group of people and they're all eating like junk food type of stuff, and I just say to myself, well, that's not food and I'm just gonna eat food. And that really helps me feel like I'm not missing out on like what everyone else is eating. So that could be viewed as an extreme way to do it by some people, but it really is helpful as a mindset change to make you feel like you're not deprived when you can't eat something that everyone else around you is eating. So that was a big help for me. Thanks for the hearts. What else? The next thing is to choose to make your health a priority. So a lot of people will say that eating healthy is too expensive, so they can't do that because they can't afford it. But then think about everything that you are spending your money on and how much of that stuff is really necessities. If you think about it like closely, a lot of us are spending money on stuff that we really don't need. And it's really about making your health a priority. Do you care about your body and your health and your future enough to put that on the top of the list and maybe take some of the stuff off the bottom? Like, do you really need to go get your nails done all the time? Do you really need to go out and get expensive lattes? Do you really need all those 200 channels on TV? Stuff like that. Just think about, like, what are you really spending money on and what is being wasted and where can you save and what's really more important to your overall life. Because I of course do believe in enjoying life, and there are some things that you don't want to give up, but you can think about it this way, like, your health is so important. If you didn't have your health, you wouldn't be able to enjoy any of those other things that you have anyway, because you'll be too sick. So really think about it, put it into perspective. Why is it so important that you take care of your health? You want to be able to have energy to be around your kids, your grandkids one day. You want to not be laying in a hospital bed, which, not to be morbid, but I use that as a big motivation for myself, as that I want to go into old age being able to still do everything. So that's what's highly motivating for me. And then think about just trying to save money. Like, you can go to the farmers markets. You can find like Costco and other like big bulk stores like that are starting to get a lot of good options, finding sales. Just going to the basics like meat and produce. Yes, Thrive Market, I love that one. And just finding like cheaper options and other things to pull back on. Maybe you go shopping for clothes all the time and you don't need to get tons and tons of clothes. Just think about where you're spending in every area and just find a way to make it work. And just know that your health and your body, it should be of utmost importance, and it's not selfish to take care of yourself, because you need to take care of yourself in order to take care of other people. So it's really about putting yourself as top priority also. Thanks for the hearts. What else? Okay, and then I wanted to say, go after achieving your goals from a place of self-love rather than a place of self-hate. Like, I hear all the time of like people just saying, I need to lose weight, I hate my body, like I look disgusting, and like pointing out everything wrong with themselves and everything they don't like about themselves, and like this is why they need to go on a diet and they need to get in shape and they need to really like work on what they're doing because they're out of control and they don't like how they look. And I don't think that's really a good way to go about it. You should really be enjoying every step of the journey. Excuse me. And you should really be appreciating your body for how it keeps you alive every second of the day and how your body's constantly working for you. And just be appreciative of your body and realize that everything that's happening in your body is because your body's trying to keep you alive constantly. So your body may not look the way you want right now, but realize that it's doing all this work for you and that you only get one body. It's the only place you have to live in, and you really should take care of it. So just think about how you want to take care of your body because it does things good for you, because you love your body and you want to feed it all the high quality food, not because you don't like the way it looks, but because you love your body for everything it does for you. So just the difference in that, not saying like, oh my god, I hate my stomach, I hate my legs, oh I hate my double chin, like I need to go on this diet. No, instead just be like, I want to feed my body properly because I love my body and my body's working hard for me all the time and it deserves the best. So that's a huge difference in your way of thinking, and it can make the whole journey so much more enjoyable when you're doing it from a place of self-hate. You're not enjoying what you're eating, you're not enjoying the process, you're doing it as a way to torture yourself and punish yourself, and that's not fun. When you're doing it because you love yourself, it's actually fun, and you enjoy it. And I used to be someone who hates exercise. Like, I would never exercise. Even when I started eating healthy for the first year, I didn't exercise. Now I love it. So I just want to say, embrace your journey, embrace where it takes you, and just think about it as you want to provide the best for your body because it's constantly working for you, and not think about, oh my god, like, look at my fat arm. So put it into perspective that way. Yes, like, it's not wrong to want to lose weight, because, like, even now, like, I feel like, yeah, I could lose a few pounds, but I'm not dwelling over it, and that's not my main focus. My main focus is how I feel, and I think that really helps you to keep going when you're focusing how you feel rather than how you look. Because I also feel like focusing on your health, this was my other point I wanted to make, focus on health rather than weight loss, which kind of ties in together. Because I feel like weight loss, like when that's your only goal, it doesn't motivate you for a long time because you're just feeling deprived and you feel like, oh, why am I following these rules? And it just kind of feels like torture. So when you focus on health instead of weight loss is normally an added side effect, but you'll notice that you'll be motivated for much longer and it won't feel as hard because you're wanting to do the right thing so that you can have more energy, so that your insides could feel better. You can feel better all around, like your mood, physically, like everything. That's a much better motivation than just, oh, I want to look good. That doesn't last too long. That's where they say like willpower comes in, and that doesn't last forever because it's hard. If you want to change your eating for life and you want to do it for the right reasons, not just, oh, I just want to lose weight and do this quick fix, because you're not going to be happy and it's going to be hard. And especially if you're eating like real food paleo and your only motivation is weight loss, it's going to feel really hard. So I just want you to think about focusing on how your body feels and being kind to your body and feeding it the best because you deserve the best, and watch how much easier it is to get all of it done. And let's see, I think I just had one. Yes, my last point was to, instead of thinking of your diet as a set of rules, think of it as a set of guidelines. That way, it's not like, again, super strict and you feel like deprived and, oh, if you fell off track, that's it, it's done, and you failed, and that's it, you're not going to eat healthy anymore. So just think of it as guidelines. If you fall off track a little bit, like, no big deal, just get up and try again. Or maybe the set of guidelines that you set for yourself isn't working for you and you don't feel good, so change it. We're all different. Just start out with a template and tweak things and see what works for you and what doesn't, and always do it from a place where you're focusing on how you feel. Like for me, I always talk about how my body's so sensitive. Like I always notice when I have gotten off track with my food, especially because my digestive issues will come back. And then I'm like, oh crap, like I haven't been paying as much attention and now I don't feel good. And it's more than just, oh, I gained weight and like maybe my clothes don't fit. It's like I actually feel inflamed in my intestines, and that is what is motivating me to say, okay, I need to be better about what I'm eating because I'm not feeling well and I want to feel well all the time. So that's just how I feel is more motivating, coming from a place of health than just a place of weight loss. And it's not wrong to want to lose weight. I just don't think that will be a lasting motivation. And it'll be easier if you're focusing on health rather than weight loss. So that was just my quick points that I wanted to make on that. Does anybody have any questions or comments that they would like to add? Guys, I think I'm doing pretty good at keeping these short. I'm trying not to get any more 45-minute long videos anymore. I mean, unless you guys want that, but I don't think you guys want to listen to me for that long, right? Okay. Well, I'm not seeing any more questions. Yeah, so that was pretty much all I had to say on that. If I have any more thoughts to add, I will pop back on here. And thanks for listening, and I hope that was helpful.